My name is Ramasu. Today we shall discuss about topic the enterprise environmental factors. Friend, today's topic is very interesting, especially if you have interest in project management or you are planning to give exam or PMP in near future. So let's just start. First of all, I would request to please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the bell option as well so that my new videos can reach to you, and also you can follow me on the Facebook page as well. And enterprise environmental factor is a very important topic with respect to PMP exam point of view, because definitely this topic you will see in the exam at least 15 to 20 questions will be there. And also, if you are already project manager and working in any organization in which you are managing the projects, so you should have a very good concepts about enterprise environmental factors so that you can manage the project successfully. So let's just start. First of all, I would request to please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the bell option as well so that my videos can reach to you. So friend, enterprise environmental factors. So basically see, these are the three terms: enterprise environmental factor. So first of all, we have to understand environment. Environment means that where we lives actually, okay, and the surrounding, and which basically affects you. For example, you are living in a country where weather is very cold. For example, Canada. So it's a very cold weather country, so that's why you have to wear the clothes which should be warm. So these are the environmental factors that you must have to wear the warm clothes. Similarly, you are living in, for example, Pakistan or India, where weather is already hot or warm. So you have to wear the clothes which should not be warm so that you can handle the environmental factor. So basically, whenever we talk about environment, basically we are talking about the conditions which are surrounding you. Now, these conditions means that it is not in your control. For example, if weather is cold, so definitely you cannot do anything. You have to adjust yourself according to the weather. Either it's cold, either it's warm, either it's rainy, either it's spring weather. So basically, wherever you are living, you have to adjust yourself according to the conditions of the surrounding. Now, similarly, enterprise environmental factors means that in which conditions you are implementing the project in an organization. Each organization has its own surrounding, has its own culture, and has its own expectations. So these environmental factor of the organizations are not in basically not in your control, and you have to, being a project manager, you have to adjust yourself according to the environmental factor of an organization. These organizational factor can be inside your organization or can be outside your organization. For example, the product which you are launching in a country, there is another product already exist which is very popular, and people always compare your product with the already existing product. So you have to meet the criteria which they have already provided. For example, if the existing product in cost is not very high, so definitely you have to adjust the cost of your product according to the existing product of the market. So basically, in short, basically, environmental factors are those factors which are not in control of your in your hands, and you have to adjust yourself to when managing the projects according to those enterprise environmental factors. These enterprise factors can be policies, practices, procedures, legislation, etc., and it can be inside your organization or it can be outside your organization. Now, friend, we talk about, there are mainly basically two types of enterprise environmental factor. First one is the external enterprise environmental factor, and the second one is the internal enterprise environmental factor. Now, first we shall discuss about external enterprise environmental factor. When we talk about external, basically we are talking about those standards which are outside your organization. That means obviously these factors are not in your control, but it will affect your project. First one is the marketplace condition. For example, market is already very down, market is already saturated, market is already not suitable currently for investment, for example. So these are the marketplace conditions. Secondly, political factors. Political means that different political or companies, political things are there which are affecting the condition of the product, and you have to adjust it accordingly. Then social and cultural influences. Every country has their own culture, has their own social manners, and they have the influence on the project as well. Okay, so you have to adjust it accordingly. Expectations means that the like the people have some expectations. People expect the quality, like some level of quality from the product, and you have to adjust it. Then governmental regulations and restrictions are there. Like for example, you cannot, for example, many organizations are say that they will not produce such types of product in the country. For example, these are, for example, they are not aligned. So what you can do, obviously, you cannot work on those products. Contractual restrictions are there by whatever the contract made between two parties, you must have to obey it. Then industry standards. Industry standards are those which must have to be obeyed and which must have to be followed. Academic research means that those standards, those factors which are defined as per the previous projects, like you have studied that previous project done on based on that. Then commercial databases means that similarly the similar information made extracted from the previous project. Then financial factors are there. That means like you cannot spend more than $5,000. For example, these are the financial limitations and financial factors are there. Environmental elements are there which must have to be followed as well. Then internal enterprise environmental factor. Internal means that which are inside your organization. First one is the organization culture. Culture means, for example, this is the culture that, for example, uh, this is the culture that normally projects are completed within 2 months. For example, this is the culture. Okay, expectations within the organization, they have some expectations from you. Geographical locations, like for example, one project which you are making in Canada, it has some other geographical factors, and some project you are making in Pakistan, India, it has different geographical factors. Existing facilities and resources are there. Market research, architecture, infrastructure, um, technology. Technology means that the technology specific which they are using for the project. Resource policies and availability. For example, every resource should have the insurance, medical insurance is there. This is necessary. Financial standing of the organization, like they have good financial standing. Employee expertise. That means every, for example, this is the in particular organization, every employee has a very good IT expertise. For example, security policies, like in some organizations security standards are very high, in some organizations security standards are not very high, so you must have to think about it whenever you are working on any project. So basically, friend, remember one thing, that enterprise environmental factors are those factors which are beyond your control, but they will impact the execution of your project. And being a project manager, you should be able to identify those factors and manage the implementation of the project according to the condition and surrounding of the environment. So there are these enterprise environmental factor can be internal or external. Internal factors are those factors which are inside your organization, like the organization culture, the technology, resources, and the external enterprise factors are those factors which are beyond your organization. The for example, the geographical locations, the government standards, and the financial factors, etc. So friend, thank you. Thanks a lot for watching the video. I hope you like this video. If you like it, please share it with your friends and colleagues. And thanks a lot for watching the video.